You could say it's time for spring cleaning, and your medicine cabinet, not a bad place to start.
As part of our State of Addiction campaign, KCRA'3 is teaming up with the DEA and the Sacramento Police Department for the 13th annual National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. It's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You don't have to wait for Saturday, though. KCRA'3's Lisa Gonzalez shows us where you can drop off unused or expired medications for free.
Yes, you don't have to wait. And listen to this. According to the National Association of Drug Diversion, 95% of children who abuse prescription drugs get them from family or friends. And in an effort to curb drug abuse, 44 medicine drop-off bins have been placed throughout the state.
This metal box is an important tool in the fight against opioid abuse. Getting unused or expired drugs out of the house and out of the hands of anyone who might intentionally abuse them. Consider the amount of prescriptions written for opioids. In 2015, the most recent data available, doctors wrote 3.4 million opioid prescriptions for Californians. In our area, Sacramento County had the highest number of people with prescriptions, 338,495.
And those are the ones we really want off the street.
Heidi Sanborn is the executive director of the California Products Stewardship Council, or CPSC. She says not all of those drugs were used as prescribed.
And we've made it so easy to get them and so very difficult to properly dispose of them that what's happening is people leave them in the home and they don't lock them up like they're guns, but they're just as dangerous.
It's why CPSC has placed 44 medication collection bins across the state, 12 of them in the greater Sacramento area.
They're bringing shopping bags full.
This medication drop-off bin at the CSUS Well Pharmacy accepts household prescriptions, over-the-counter, and pet medications.
Sometimes, it just kind of shocks me when I see, the waste, of some of the medications.
Pharmacist Janet Dumenschel says she is surprised how much they've collected since 2013.
2,000 pounds of expired and unused pharmaceuticals.
1 pound of pharmaceutical waste is about 500 pills. That means this bin has collected close to 1 million pills. But there are prescriptions you cannot drop off. Controlled substances like Oxycontin, Vicodin, Norco, and Valium. You need to take those medications to the Elk Grove Police Department or Folsom Police Department. The reason the Well doesn't accept opioids? It's too expensive.
In this particular pharmacy, they are just also paying for the disposal of the medicines, but when you add the controlled medicines, the highly dangerous opioids, etc., that greatly increases the cost of their disposal, which is why pharmacies like the Well can't afford to take the controlled medicines.
Rebecca Neal knows students living with addiction.
I'm not exactly sure the starting points of it, but I do know friends who have been addicted to opioids and Vicodin and such. And it's been a struggle for them.
She says having less access to drugs is important.
I think it's really awesome to have places for safe disposal.
And if you have any medications from opioids to allergy pills in your house, Sanborn says keep them locked up.
These are not just ibuprofens anymore. These are very addictive drugs, the controlled medicines. Kids tend to think that because they came from a doctor, they're all safe. But the truth is, they can be deadly too.
They can. And before you drop off your medications, it's important to follow a few easy steps. First of all, you want to take the pills out of the container, whether that be a container like this or maybe a blister pack, and you want to put that in a clear bag and seal that. Also, you want to take your label off of your container. Now, you could either shred this label, or if you can't get it off, you just want to scratch it out. And then you want to recycle this separately, so that way they could save space in those bins and it doesn't fill up. So that's what they want you to do. And then, of course, you just put this bag in the bin. We've got a whole list of free medication drop-off sites for you at KCRA.com, but they were finding that they were filling up too quickly with these, so they want you to take off the labels or scratch it off, recycle this or shred it, and then you put this in there and seal the bag.
And we should also mention, at these drop-off centers, just except for like these drug stores, you can still bring the opioids and drop those off.
That's right.
Okay, all right, Lisa, thanks.